Welcome, welcome, everyone. This is Jacqueline Jax for a.v.a. Live Radio, episode number 377, featuring indie artists from all over the world. We're going to be talking about new music business, the great music industry of today, and life's journey, which is so important because you have to live a life that matters. And indie artists are doing that. They are not only pursuing creative interests and just bettering themselves with education and skill and talent and letting all that great goodness of the gift come through to all of you. But they really are doing something that matters to them. It gets them out of bed every single day and puts a smile on their face. And for that, it needs to be celebrated. So that's what we do here at a.v.a. Live Radio. Featured on the show today, you're going to hear from Zanya Laurence on a.v.a. Live Radio. Behind the Music, sponsored by American Pride Magazine. If you haven't checked them out, be sure to go and check out the magazine. Success stories all around for everyone. Definitely an inspiring place to be, not only in the tech world, but also music and songwriting and movies and just all kinds of really great stuff. Zanya Laurence is on next. We have a song for you. Stellar Love is here and ready to go on Behind the Music with Jacqueline Jax. We'll be right back. Great new song, Stellar Love by Zanya Laurence on a.v.a. Live Radio. Welcome, Zanya. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Great to have you here. I'm very, very well, thank you. Now, are you in Albuquerque right now, or where are you? Or in Denver?
I'm in Denver.
Mm-hmm. You're in Denver. So you grew up in Albuquerque, and you're originally from San Diego. Is that right?
Yeah, I've just kind of been back and forth. I was born in San Diego, and then I went to high school in Albuquerque, and then or Los Lunas, which is right outside of Albuquerque. Then I went to music school in LA. Then I moved back to Albuquerque, and now I'm in Denver. So just kind of back and forth.
Wow, cool. So you've experienced quite a diverse, about part of the U.S. over there in the West. That's pretty neat. I like it over there. It's fun.
Yeah.
I've been to Denver, and Denver is a cool place to hang out. What do you like best about it? When did you get there?
Well, my husband and I moved out here about 5.5 years ago, and we moved out here actually for work. We're both in the casino business, so we moved out here for work. It was a good move for us. I don't know. I like the city personally. We're kind of out in the burbs a little bit, but we have a straight shot into downtown, which is nice. But yeah, there's lots of stuff to do out here. There's plenty to do downtown, and then we kind of live close to the foothills. And as you know, Colorado is kind of an outdoorsy state as well. So yeah, it's just a really nice place.
Yeah, I have such a good time when I go there. Good memories for sure. A lot of fun things to do and really great people actually to hang out with, very down to earth, and everybody's so into, especially in the springtime, they're into like cycling and as I remember, and skiing and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's
really
huge out here.
It is.
Yeah.
I know. I remember all those cycling stores. Like we were walking down one of the streets And I think we were headed for sushi, which was like amazing considering we were in Colorado. And it was, or maybe it was just really cold and it was a hot sushi restaurant.
Oh, I
But it
love
was,
me some sushi. Yeah.
right? It was fantastic. And I remember seeing there was it's such a huge athletic style community. Like even in the bars and stuff, people were like just getting off of doing something very active that day. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, it's a really, really outdoorsy state. They have a lot of events where like all the cyclers will come out and they'll kind of bar hop, which is
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't imagine riding around on a bicycle and drinking beer, but that's what they do.
You know what? They do that down here too. There was like a big rollerblading phase a long time ago where they used to go and just huge groups of people would bar hop on rollerblades, which never made any sense to me because that's a like way to end up in the hospital on rollerblades
I'm
going
saying,
over bridges, you know?
I've never been able to rollerblade, period. So yeah, if that with alcohol,
Yeah,
probably not.
right? You can't stop. It's horrible. You just can't. That's funny. So tell me what's going on with your music. I love the song, and is this a reflection of all of the music that we would see from you, or is and coming out on your next album?
Well, no, a little bit, but not totally. This is one of the kind of funner, more that's not a word, more fun songs on on the album. I kind of have a nice variety of feels on the upcoming album. Some of it's just a little bit deeper, some of it's a little bit, more fun. Like this one I would consider to be more fun, but if you listen to my music in general, it's pretty chill. But yeah, I mean, some of it will be more on the acoustic side, which I do like to throw some acoustic jams in there every once in a while. A lot of the instrumentals that I get and the different producers that I work with, they'll send me like hip hop beats or whatever, and I'll write to those. And sometimes I'll co-collaborate on making a beat, and we'll kind of do that. So, yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I'm really sick right now.
No.
But
I can't tell.
okay.
I cannot tell.
But yeah, no, I really like singing with just me and a guitar. My brother's actually out here right now. Flew him out here for a couple of days to record a few songs. It is unfortunate that I'm sick, but we're getting some tracks laid down, so it's been good. And yeah, there'll definitely be a good variety of things for you guys to check out on the upcoming album.
Nice. I'm excited. So is your brother a musician? Is that why he's working with you?
Yeah, he plays the guitar. He's pretty awesome. When I lived in Albuquerque. Cool. Yeah, so he still lives in Albuquerque. My folks live back in Albuquerque as well. And when I lived out there, my brother and I would perform together quite a bit. So kind of runs in the family.
It's great to have it in the family. Yeah, that's really cool because you kind of have somebody on your team that you can be creative with and that's, playing alongside of you. That's nice support. Yeah. How long have you been doing music for?
Well, recording since about 98, 99. It's been a while. Wow.
Right? So you've definitely seen the changes, which is interesting because I love to get that perspective. How do you feel that the changes have been good versus bad for you as an artist?
I just kind of roll with the punches. As I kind of grew into, being a recording artist, I kind of just learned to embrace the changes. The music industry is just, an ever-evolving machine, and it kind of takes on a life of its own. But yeah, and I think there are a lot of pros as far as especially being an independent artist, whereas it's a lot more doable nowadays. It's a lot more cost. It's not as costly as it used to be, back in the day. But yeah, I mean, the cons, I would say, and I think I had mentioned this in the article as well as, I just think it's really sad that we've kind of lost the art of the album now that we're focusing more on, single digital sales and not so much, the album as a whole. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely pros and cons, but, you just have to roll with it.
Yeah, you do, right? But creatively, what I love, and I was saying this earlier, is that you can build your own website. You can have your own brand and develop that. And you don't have to wait for anybody to say whether you can do it or not, or how you can do it.
Right.
And that,
right.
I feel, has been such a gift to indie music artists today. I certainly hope that it continues like that. I think it will, because art always has a way of finding its path directly to the people who love it. And
right.
Thank God there are people like you that are keeping it alive and creating and just enjoying it for what it is. Do you feel that? Yeah. Do you feel that there's a compromise that you have to make in order to make it a business versus what you really want to do with your art?
I mean, obviously, artists always say, it's an inconvenience to have to deal with the administrative portion, the business portion, actually doing your homework and networking and doing that aspect of it, because it takes away from the artistic portion of it. But I actually don't mind it personally. I feel like sometimes I need a break artistically, and that gives me something to do when I'm not able to write, or I'm not, I'm stuck on a song or something. I feel like I'm always being productive. So, I mean, I do understand where artists are coming from, when they say that, it's a hassle to have to deal with that stuff. But unfortunately, unless you have a lot of money or, some really strong support, that's just something that you do have to do. So for me, I try to enjoy it, and I try to, get as much done as possible and make the best of it. So.
That's wonderful. I think it's really important, and that's really great that you said that, because it's an important perspective, especially for new artists coming onto this track. You've been in it for a while, and you've got a pretty good head on your shoulders. You know what the music business is all about. Do you find that it's difficult with streaming the way it is, and getting the music out there to enough of a fan base through social media? Have there been major hurdles for you in that way?
Not yet. I mean, the last album that I released was my second album. It was in 2012, and even in 2012, we weren't quite to where we are now with the whole new, streaming platform type of deal that we're experiencing now.
For sure.
Whereas
yeah.
back then it was more, we were still kind of really zoned in on that single digital sales type of deal. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just going to have to see how it goes with this album. I kind of did change my strategy for this particular album because of how much things have changed. So definitely trying to get, my music on all the streaming platforms is very important, whereas before, not so much, you know what I mean? But now definitely trying to get that, make sure, all those platforms are locked down. And then also, I mean, just kind of like trying out a different marketing strategy as far as, doing a single, I'd like to do 2 singles before the release of the album, and then do 2 more after the release of the album. So this is the first one, and we're shooting a music video this next Monday for Stellar Love. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then, as I said, my brother's out here recording with me. We're also doing an acoustic version of Stellar Love. So just trying to like branch out and get as many, different opportunities within the same song to try to, get it out to as many people as possible.
I think that's a great move too. I believe in doing albums still, and I also believe that you need to fill that gap in between the timing, with whether it be music videos or even covers, if you can't, if you don't want to reserve any originals in between and release them as singles. Because in order to keep that fan base growing, I think it's really important to have something new and fresh to be able to kind of feed them in a way, because
keep the momentum going.
Yeah, it does. You have to keep that going. I like the idea that you have with releasing the singles first and doing the album. What about music videos? What are we going to see from you with this new one?
So
think about the next part, right?
Yeah, no, I'm really excited about it. We have kind of a unique, creative take on what we're going to do, and I can't give it away, obviously, but you guys will see it here in a couple of weeks. But yeah, it's definitely different than anything I've done before, and I'm pretty excited. I'll definitely keep you guys in the loop and share it with you as soon as possible. But yeah, I'm excited to see how it comes out.
I'm excited too. Pretty cool. What about live streaming? Have you been embracing any of that? And do you like it?
I know everyone's jumping on that train right now. I probably should. I've been so overwhelmed with everything else, and
yeah,
that I haven't even. It hasn't really even occurred to me until you just mentioned it. But yeah, I mean, I guess I probably should.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
And just, try out different things. Don't be afraid to experiment because, it's alive. Things are supposed to happen. It's supposed to be imperfect. It's just about being raw and yourself. And, I hope you embrace that side because I'd love to see that side of you. And I think that'd be a good piece of content for your pages.
I love performing. I love singing live. I love singing for an audience. That's my jam. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm actually working with a new guitarist out here. His name is Rob Hott. So really, really nice guy. So we're getting ready to line up some gigs too out here, and then, I'm kind of just doing like some side work, some background singing and stuff out here as well. But to really get out there and start singing my originals live is really exciting for me as well. So.
Oh, it will be. Yeah, very, very exciting time. Are we going to get to see you perform in Denver? Because I noticed that you have a show. Did you have a show today, or that's our show? Because it's 5 p.m. there. Yeah, okay, that's awesome. I was looking at Reverb Nation and I was like, wait a second, you're supposed to be playing right now.
There was some confusion there. Yeah, but. Yeah, no, I'm definitely. I have some gigs lined up. Like I said, a lot of those are just kind of like, side working gigs, singing background vocals or whatever. But like I said, my guitarist and I are also about to line up some gigs here pretty soon too, and that'll be nice because that'll be focused more on just my original music. So.
Awesome. Oh, that's thrilling. Very, very excited for you. Zanya, thank you so much for being on the radio with me today. It's great to know about you.
Thank you for having me.
You're very, very welcome. It's our pleasure. Have a great day in Denver, and I can't wait to hear more from you.
All right. Thanks, Jacqueline.
Zanya Laurence on a.v.a. Live Radio. She's coming out with actually a new album. Very excited for her. Finishing up her third album, coming up hopefully early next year, and releasing the first single, which you are hearing here. Music videos to come soon. We'd love to hear that. I believe they're coming out the 11th of next month, so maybe we'll get to see a music video posted on the page on a.v.a. Live Radio for you guys. Be sure to follow all of her fan base and get on board with her so that you don't miss a single day, because obviously she's working really, really hard at her creative craft and skills in developing what she is truly coming from her heart, and that's really nice to see. I will be right back, guys, because we have one more song left, Behind the Music with Jacqueline Jax, and we'll be right back.